G'day and welcome to Aussievision. We've just had the three run-throughs of Sheldon Riley's second rehearsals for Australia. Now, Mike, you are there in the press centre itself. You saw all three run-throughs. What did it look like? What are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, initial thoughts is a lot brighter than we saw in the national final. The costumes just stunning, really comes through that camera really well. And Sheldon sounds fantastic. When he hits those notes, it is spine tingling. And I got a really great reaction in the press center here.
Oh, did it? Like, well, how did people react?
Yeah, first run through in particular, massive round of applause.
Oh,
yeah, and with each of the subsequent run throughs as well. So,
ooh.
yeah, very positive.
And not everyone's been getting round of applauses, right?
No, pretty rare, particularly at 10 o'clock in the morning. Not everyone's coffee and Red Bull has kicked in. So I was really pleased to see that reaction to start with.
Fantastic. And Kyriakos, we've all been on the journey with Sheldon so far. What was your initial thoughts?
Yeah, a stunning performance. So without giving anything away, it was kind of like reminiscent of Australia's sides, but then not at the same time. There's a lot more movement, and that I thought was what he needed. And there's a bit more camera connection too, which, I think they hit the points where they needed to.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I actually really like, because there's the stairs and people would have seen it probably in the pictures as well. And if they're watching this, there's a couple of things, but it's framed quite nicely with the sun. So I don't think that sun is really affecting us if people are worried about that, because the LED uses is quite plain in the background, like kind of a grayish, kind of light, like grayish kind of color in the background there. I think it's lit really well. His costume is great. And vocally, that's the best he sounded. I think a much stronger vocal than in Australia side what we're hearing here. Crisp, clear, fantastic. Right, what about the movement up the stairs? Because that's quite a key moment. Mike, what did that look like for you?
Yeah, it looks good. I have to say the second run he did, I think, maybe have a couple of issues. So he did just sort of make sure he took his time getting up there. There is a moment halfway up where he does stop, face the camera and sings again. So they are making that not just a get from A to B. They're actually trying to make that into a sort of moment and how he ascends up there.
What about you, Kyriakos? What do you think of the stairs and then the moments of the mask reveal?
Yeah, I just want to go on from Mike, like with that turn, it's like Sheldon's taking us on that journey as it comes up, which was kind of nice. And then, that reveal with the mask stuff. It just looks really epic. And I want to go back to what you said before about his costuming. Like, my detailing with the inset was so good. Like, you could see all the crystals, and his white outfit looks so good. So that's really going to come out strong for Sheldon.
Yeah, and I love the hand movements are really good. Like, Sasha Jean-Baptiste, who's working with them, she loves hand movements, and it's the right amount. It's just these little parts that he does, and you get to see all the jewelry on there, which is not distracting. It works. It's not like over the top. It's really, really impressive. Good overall impression. It seems like they were playing around with some camera shots as well. I think the first up the stairs was a long shot, but the second one did have those moments to go through. But were there any other kind of tweaks you saw, Michael?
Yeah, they're definitely playing around with the cameras. Third run there, that was definitely more from the side. I believe also they're trying to play around with the lighting. It is quite blue. They're trying to introduce more grey and a bit more of a muted palette to it as well. We had the addition of smoke in the second and third run. So and even Sheldon's playing around vocally with it as well. So as always, this is what these rehearsals are for. Find out what looks best on through that camera and then go with them. But really, really good to see those options being used.
Yeah, look, I genuinely was like, this looks great. It has a great overall impression. It looks really good. He sings that well. This is a big thumbs up and a really good day for Australia from that rehearsal. I know we have that bias, but hand on heart, this looks really good. It's really, really promising. All right. Well,
look, it's a tough semi-final. We need to stand out. So we've got that ability to stand out.
Okay, fantastic. Well,
Sheldon does, which is good.
He does. Well, look, I'm going to wrap that up, guys, because we've got to get back to seeing the rest of the rehearsals today. I think Cyprus is on now, so we're going to finish that up, and you'll hear more from us throughout the day from Australia as well. So thanks for joining us. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
See ya.